Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And welcome to our modified pregame show of the State B Softball Championship featuring the 2 seed, the Lacs-Burlington Lewis and Clark, going up against the number 1 seed in the Central Cass Squirrels. I'm Chase Miller. Welcome to our pregame show again, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance here from Theraldson Park on the campus of North Dakota State University. A rematch of the 2018 championship in which the Squirrels 10-run ruled the Lakers 11-0 in 5 innings. It's the second time in program history that the Lakers have made it to this particular point of a state tournament. Well, for the Central Cass Squirrels, they're looking for their 7th state championship in program history. They last made the state title a season ago in Jamestown, losing to Kinder Richland 6-1. We'll talk about how these two teams got here next on our pregame show today, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance on a little hazy but warm Saturday afternoon here on the north end of Fargo.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels! Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The state-of-the-art STEM Center, along with our theater, music wing, early childhood center, wellness center, and athletic complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with their academics and activities.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
The City of Hillsborough invites you to make Hillsborough your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsborough and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsborough. If you have questions related to services available in the City of Hillsborough, contact the Hillsborough City Office at 701-636-4620.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
So we take a look at the visitors on the scoreboard into Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark in their white tops here today. The red pants, Lakers across the front, cursive with the red numerals outlined here in black for Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark. Peggy Pearson is their head coach for DLB Lewis and Clark. A 5-2 win over the Mayport CG Patriots in the quarterfinals back on Thursday. Then a 13-4 win where they just really got going in the latter parts of the innings. 5, 6, and 7 against the Burros. 4, 5, and 6 innings that was against the Burros yesterday in their 13-4 win. While for the Central Cass Squirrels, a shutout performance against Carrington, 17 love. Whitney Mitchell and Sherweight, 10 strikeouts on 3 hits and 5 innings of work combined in the circle. Then the Squirrels pounded out some hits when they needed to against the Beulah Miners in their 9-2 win yesterday here for the Central Cass Squirrels. In innings number 3 and 5, they scored 3 runs and 6 runs respectively for the Central Cass Squirrels. The Squirrels looking to put another one on the mantle here and get their 7th title in program history, the first since 2022. While the Lakers looking for their first one ever in program history. Then after the conclusion of this game, we'll find out who the Senior Athlete of the Year will be once we get to the second place in championship hardware trophies as well here for spring sports. This is our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote. Start today. We come back, we'll get you ready for the starting lineups and the opening pitch. This is the State B Softball Championship here from Fargo.
Come make pasta with us. Combine your love of North Dakota and agriculture with a great career at Dakota Growers. They provide you room to grow in your career, develop your skills, and they always put safety first in their state-of-the-art facility. Check out all of their fantastic opportunities at jobs.postholdings.com or scan the QR code. Contact Erica at 701-540-6152 or Wendy 701-997-5066.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Life is full of surprises, and at Bickett Insurance Agency of Carrington, they're here to protect what matters most to you. Bickett Insurance is your local auto owner's insurance agency, offering home, auto, business, crop, health, or life insurance with personalized solutions tailored to your needs and budget. With over 20 years of experience, trust Bickett Insurance Agency to provide you with peace of mind. Let's ensure your future is secure with Bickett Insurance Agency services, serving Foster and Stutzman counties and throughout the state of North Dakota. Bickett Insurance, your local auto owner's insurance agency, protecting what matters most.
As we come back, that does it for our pregame show. Again, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. A reminder, the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. As we get you ready for our starting lineups, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Taking a look at the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark. 23-2 on the season. They won 23 straight as they go up against the Central Cass Squirrels. Logan Yeastas here, the junior shortstop, batting first, followed by Alyssa Lindahl, the junior second baseman, batting second. Piper Feller, the freshman center fielder, batting third. Then Sierra Yale, the cleanup batter, the sophomore pitcher, batting fourth. Aubrey Shep, the senior first baseman, batting fifth, with Ellis Smith, the 8th grade right fielder, will be batting in the number 6 spot. Gretchen Deaver, the senior catcher, batting 7th, followed by Elizabeth Mitchell, the senior third baseman, and then Kyla Rosenkrantz will be the left fielder here today, the freshman for the Lakers. So Yeastas, Lindahl, Feller, Yale, Shep, and Smith, Deaver, Mitchell, and Rosenkrantz. The Lakers are head coached by Peggy Pearson. Well, for the Central Cass Squirrels, they'll go like this in the outfield. Rachel Parkhouse will be in left. Kara Gunnifson will be in center, followed by Raya Zimmerman in right. Brady Bussey at first base, followed by Keely Flanagan at second. Sophie Sherweight at shortstop with Maddie Stieg at third base. Aspen Preen will be behind the plate, and then from there, Whitney Mitchell will be in the circle here today for the Central Cass Squirrels. Central Cass with a mark of 22-5 on the season. Head coach is Scott Kost. That does it for our starting lineups today, brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. PregameSportsNetwork.com. Earlier, 7th place game, Mayport CG, a 8-6 win over the Carrington Cardinals. Velva Drake Animus Botno with a 12-6 win for 5th place. And Hillsborough Central Valley defeats the Beulah Miners 4-3 for the championship. Still to come here later tonight on YourLiveEvent.com over at Newman Outdoor Field. A couple of games when it comes to state baseball. The 3rd place game with Joe Lancello currently underway with Northern Cass and Park River area, as that is just about to get underway between the Jags and the Aggies for the 3rd place game, with the championship to follow after that with Thompson and Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, Edgeley. The Squirrels with their all-black attire, black tops, black pants, squirrels across the front in red outlined in white with the red numerals here today for Central Cass. Winner brings home a championship trophy. Loser finishes runner-up here at the state tournament. Also would like to thank Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. That again is dhb.bank to find a branch location near you at Dakota Heritage Bank here in this one. As we continue with more after this, as we'll get to our opening pitch here around the corner. This is the State Softball Championship, and you got a front row seat to it right here on YourLiveEvent.com. And alongside with that, we'll keep you apprised of what's going on over at the 3rd place game as well. Back with more after this here on the north side of Fargo.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
At Gar Dental Center, dentistry is about people first. They're proud to offer exceptional care to Carrington and the surrounding areas. Meet Dr. Gar and Dr. Sam and their dedicated team of dental professionals. Gar Dental is your home for dental implants, along with a wide variety of services, including guided biofilm therapy. Their experienced dental team is here to ensure you smile with confidence. Visit them at gardental.com or call 701-652-2300 to schedule an appointment today.
See you soon!
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsborough. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsborough. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of cards plus pre-owned cards as well. Bring the kids along and have them try out the skee ball and foosball table while you browse jerseys, hats, and other items. Call anytime at 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles in Hillsborough.
Embrace the joy of community at Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead, where wonderful neighbors and energetic minds come together. If you're seeking more than just a place to call home, you found the right spot with Halstead Living Center and Heritage House. Whether your interests lie in music, agriculture, sports, or dancing, you'll find someone who shares your passion and expertise. Discover a fulfilling lifestyle filled with connection and celebration with Halstead Living Center and Heritage House in Halstead. Get more information by calling 218-456-2105 or log on to halsteadlivingcenter.com.
It's time to rev up the engines with our first pitch, brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway here today, as the Central Cass Squirrels will be the home team when the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark will be the visitors. Norman County Raceway, Thursday night races on 106.5 FM KRJB. Friday night races at the Red River Valley Speedway. You can tune in on Friday nights. Donnie Schatz and the World of Outlaws making their way out there later tonight. And then also August the 23rd, the next time they'll be coming through town. Opening schedule pitch was at 4:30, and all things considered for how long the 7th place, 5th place, and Third place games win today. We're about as close to unscheduled as you could ask for. 4:40 for the opening pitch. Logan Easthouse for the Lakers. The righty against the righty Whitney Mitchell as we're underway here in the State B Championship. And Easthouse hits a two-hopper. That'll go to Sherweight. Sherweight across the diamond to Bussey. One pitch, and Easthouse is retired. And that's how we start them up with our green flag. Brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway for the first pitch. Now it's Alyssa Lindahl, the junior second baseman here for the Lakers. Logan Eastos, a dangerous batter. Piper Feller as well here for Lacs-Burlington. Lewis and Clark. Here's the pitch on the way. This one will miss. Eastos yesterday hit a home run. She's already hit 2 in this tournament. Lindahl coming off a 2-run performance against the Burros of Hillsborough Central Valley. 1 ball, no strikes. Whitney Mitchell with 19 strikeouts here in the circle in this tournament, as this is a fly ball that'll go to Zimmerman and right. 3 pitches, and there's 2 down here for the Lakers. In 2 games at state, the Lakers are batting 24 of 58. 18 runs, 17 driven in terms of the RBI with 8 walks and 14 strikeouts. Here's the pitch on the way to Piper Feller. Feller will lace one into right. That one gets by Flanagan. And Feller with an inside-out swing. She gets a hit and a runner on here for Lacs-Burlington. Lewis and Clark for the Central Cass Squirrels yesterday. Whitney Mitchell, a complete game, 7 innings. Gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 10 strikeouts in the circle. As you'll see now, Sierra Yale, who's going to be the starting pitcher. First pitch swinging, popped up. This one will go to Flanagan at second. And the Lakers aggressive against Mitchell. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a runner left. We played a half inning on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. The Lakers scoreless with the Squirrels coming to the plate.
The Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsborough and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs, encouraging everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsborough Central Valley students. It's the Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank Community Bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers. They are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The fun is always on tap. I'm headed to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Stay tuned for more information about the all-school reunion coming up in Carrington this summer, July 10th through the 13th. Check out Facebook for more information.
The fun is always on tap. I'm headed to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Headlocks, Carrington, North Dakota.
Bottom of the first inning here on YourLiveEvent.com. The first time that the Central Cass Squirrels will see Sierra Yale. Whitney Mitchell, first pitch swinging. This one goes foul. It's 0-1. Starting lineups brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company, as the Squirrels will look like this. Mitchell, Sherweight, and Preen batting in the top third. Brady Bussey, Maddie Stegan, and Raya Zimmerman will be batting 4, 5, and 6th. Halverson 7th with Flanagan 8th, and Kira Gunnifson will be batting 9th with Parkhouse in the flex. The 0-1, that'll run up out of the zone. It's 1 ball and a strike. Rosencrantz in left field, Feller in straightaway center with Smith in right. Shep at first base, Lindahl stands at second, Eastos at short with Mitchell at third. The 1-1 pitch by Mitchell, this one coming right back towards us, and this will nearly get into the press box here. It looks like everyone's all right in front of us here. Is going to be kept active right in front of us. It'll be now 1 and 2. As you'll have Deaver behind the plate and Sierra Yale again in the circle. That'll be our starting lineups brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company, as Mitchell hits one. That'll go foul. Last year in the press box, we did get one that came all the way through here in the press box and went through Actually, an open window. Nearly had the same thing happen there off the foul ball by Mitchell. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Whitney will lay off this one on a rise ball. It's now 2-2. Sierra Yale got chased out of the game yesterday against Hillsborough Central Valley, but Piper Feller came in and threw 4 2/3 of brilliant softball in relief. The 2-2 pitch, Mitchell hits one, got a little jam, that'll go to left, and a left fielder on the fair foul line, and Rosencrantz with the out. Good swing by Mitchell, just got jammed enough as that one went about 150 feet down the left field line, and there's one down here in the bottom of the first inning. Now it's to Sophie Sherweight. All we've seen from the Central Cass Squirrels throughout the course of this tournament, and also just what they've been able to do here, is once they get going offensively, they can be a machine. It's now 0-1. In terms of what they've been able to do here at State, outscoring their opposition in 2 games, 26-2. In the regional, it was 62-2, as this one will be foul. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way. This one will go foul. We'll keep it at no balls and 2 strikes. For Central Cass coming into this contest, in 5 postseason games, they've outscored their opposition 88-4 here for the Central Cass Squirrels. The 0-2 pitch, into the air, fly ball down the left field line, but that'll go foul here on the swing by Sophie Sherweight for the sophomore. We'll see it now at 0-2. Sherweight is just a spark plug here for the Central Cass Squirrels, and the best way that you could say it. Has a good bat, plays a really good shortstop, just has an arm that softball coaches in Class A or B would just salivate for here. The pitch on the way is fouled off the netting, and we'll keep it again at 0-2. Sun continues to be overcast skies here around first pitch. 85 degrees, not too much of a wind to speak of here. The 0-2, this one will hit something, and it looks like it'll hit the knob of the bat, or did it hit the helmet? And they're going to say, nope, that coming back will have to be Sophie Sherweight, so Sherweight will have to come back home. As we're going to say that it actually hit the bat, so it'll be 0-2, and we'll do it all over again. State A Softball Championship going to make its way with State Baseball here as well. Girls soccer, just a championship kind of day here on a Saturday in the spring, and then we get to golf coming up here next week. Here's the 2-ball, 2-strike pitch on the way to Sherweight. Swing and miss, and foul tipped as we'll keep it alive. Third place game in Grand Forks goes to Bismarck, 5-4 over Dickinson. Championship goes to Williston as they win their first ever state championship. This one, a one-hopper going in is going to be Sherweight. She gets the single on the way. That was going to be a tough one for Mitchell or Eustas regardless. It's a single. And you'll see this here now for the Central Cass Squirrels. So congratulations goes out to Williston, your first ever state tournament appearance in Class A, and they pick up the 3-2 win over Minot High in Class A softball earlier today. As now you got the lefty in Aspen Preen. And Preen has been a double hit machine here. The runner's going to go down, slide in safely as Sherweight just beats the throw by Deaver on the stolen base. And the Squirrels with their first base runner of the game here in scoring position. It's 0-1 on the way to Sophie Sherweight. Here's the pitch, upcoming. Swing and a miss. 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes on the way to Aspen Preen as she pops one up, and she'll stay alive here at 0-2. Sherweight with a single and a stolen base here for Central Cass. Bussey on the on-deck circle where she was walked twice intentionally in the first time up in the first inning against Beulah yesterday. The 0-2 pitch, and this will be a strike 3 looking, but this one gets by Deaver, and it goes all the way to the backstop, so it will be a strikeout. However, Preen will reach first base. And Sherweight will go to third, as now you'll have runners at first and third as Preen almost looked like she was going to lean into it. Deaver never caught this softball, went back to the backstop, and now the runners will be at the corners here for Central Cass. Now it comes to the ever-dangerous Brady Bussey. 2 intentional walks, a double and a single yesterday, all on 2 pitches, as Preen will scamper to second base. She saw the first pitch after getting intentionally walked twice, and she roped one to left, nearly hit a homer. It was an extra base hit. Here's the 1-0. The Lakers with the yellow pitch to her. Bussey hits one in the air. This one a pop-up to the shortstop. Good play there by Yeastas, as she was backpedaling to get to it, and Bussey is retired here in inning number 1. 2 down with Maddie Stieg, the sophomore third baseman here for the Squirrels, as Maddie takes a calm, cool, collective breath and digs in here with Preen at second. Sherweight stands at third. Here's the pitch by Yale. First pitch swinging. This one goes in the hole. There is Eastos across the diamond, off the glove of Shep. 1 run comes in. Aspen Preen going to come in delayed, and she is safe underneath the tag of Deaver. 2 runs coming to score, and the Squirrels have taken a 2-0 lead. Aspen Preen went to third and then saw it go off the glove of Shep just a little bit. She sprinted home. Shep with a good throw to Deaver. It was a bang-bang play at home. And we'll get an error on the play here by Lacs-Burlington. Lewis and Clark, as now Stieg stands at first base. And the Squirrels have a 2-0 lead. So runner at first again, Stan Stieg, as you'll see it here now with Zimmerman. The 1-0 pitch on the way from Eastos. This one will run in at the hands. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner at third base here for Sherweight to come in. Preen came in as well for the Squirrels. Now it's the 1-1 on the way, hit down the left field line. It's 1-2, and here's what Central Cass has done to so many teams here in their postseason run. They get up and they hide away from competition, and they are super aggressive on the base pass where you have to be nearly flawless as a defense. Here's the 1-2 offering. Swing and a miss. Uriel gets the strikeout. That'll be her second of the inning. I'll retire the side, but Stieg able to reach base on an error. 2 runs come across on 1 hit. There was an error and a runner left. We played 1 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Central Cass leads it by 2.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
The Hillsborough Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsborough Vets Club.
On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Central Cass leads it by 2 here on YourLiveEvent.com. As we go now to Shep. The 1-0 pitch. As this one will be 1 ball and 1 strike. Shep, Smith, and then Deaver here due up for Lacs-Burlington, Lewis, and Clark. And we're aggressive the first 4 batters against Whitney Mitchell. Here's the 1-1. 1 hop to the catcher, Aspen Preen. It's 2-1. Going back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pitches in the inning to 4 batters in the first for the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis, and Clark. Here's the 2-1 offering here from Mitchell. Hit on the ground. This one will get past the first baseman. Glove by Flanagan. Oh, what a play. Got by Bussey, but not by Flanagan. 1 down here in the second. As you'll see, Smith coming up to the plate. And those are just the small things that the Squirrels under Scott Koss have done a nice job of throughout the course of this decade plus of dominance in the state of North Dakota. And you just find ways to be at the right time backing up players. As this will be the first matchup this season between the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark, and the Central Cass Squirrels. Central Cass, 2 years, will be making their way to Class A, and they have played a couple of Class A competition members the last handful of season from the EDC and the WDA, and looking to do it again here as Smith has a 1-ball, 1-strike count here for the 8th grade right fielder. 1-1 foul back. Now it's going to be 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Smith will try to barrel one up here against Mitchell. Mitchell so far an inning in the 3rd, giving up a hit, a single by Piper Feller that was shot to right. The 1-2, that'll miss. It's now 2-2. This Central Cass team, just some juniors, a couple of sophomores, freshmen, and 8th graders here on the roster this season for Scott Koss. The 2-2 pitch. A miss outside now, 3-2. Lacs-Burlington and Beulah, the only teams to make it to the state championship from the West. Beulah won it in 23. The Lakers, runners-up in 2018, since it's been a B softball since 2012 here in the state of North Dakota. As Ella Smith will take a walk. First free pass given up by Mitchell here. And now it goes to Gretchen Deaver. As Deaver will be batting for the first time here today for Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark. The Lakers here with a 13-4 win over the Burros yesterday. And Gretchen Deaver was able to get on base 3 times, where she went 2 for 4 at the plate, looking to bunt. This one goes to the netting. It's now 0-1. 2-0 our score here on YourLiveEvent.com, thanks in part to an error by Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark, where that plighted not 1 but 2 runs in the bottom of the first inning. If you're just joining us, by Sherweight and Aspen Preen after Stieg was able to hit one to Mitchell at 3rd and went off the glove of Shep at 1st. The 0-1 bunted. Mitchell will play this one. They'll look to get the runner at 1st. They do. Flanagan is there to cover. So sacrifice bunt here for Deaver. Smith will get into scoring position now, and there's 2 down here in the 2nd with Elizabeth Mitchell here, the senior 3rd baseman. Central Cass Squirrel fans here in attendance. Got a nice smattering of some different colors here with some Botno Star fans and players. Saw the Carrington Cardinals make their way through as well from earlier today. This one foul back. It's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to the senior 3rd baseman. As Mitchell right now with the 0-1. With the runner at 2nd again with Smith. The pitch, a work outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike for the Squirrels in the bottom of the 2nd. Halverson, Flanagan, and Gunnifson do up here. 7, 8, and 9 batters in the state championship game. The 1-1 pitch on the way from Whitney. Hit down the right field line, foul. And it's going to be now 1-2. As we see some of the fans get out of the way as they're hanging on the railings, both up the 3rd and 1st baseline, nearly towards the foul poles, respectively. This is about as close to you want to call it sellout, standing room only kind of a game here in the state championship. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Off speed out in front, and there's a strikeout to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played an inning and a half. It's Central Cass 2, Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark, scoreless.
Did you know that there are several different types of crop hail insurance policies? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We at Irie Insurance want to help you select a hail policy that will best protect your crops and bottom line from a hailstorm. Give us a call today to schedule a time to meet with an Irie Insurance agent. For our contact information, go to our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family. committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
As for the Squirrels, they will have their second inning here to try to score a run or two across. As they will see this with Halverson, Flanagan, and Gunnifson here for Central Cass. The pitch on the way from Yale. This one is fouled. Back to netting. It's 0-1. The Squirrels sent 6 batters to plate in the first. Took advantage of an error, 1 hit. Yale does have 2 strikeouts so far here in the circle. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way to the sophomore designated player in Halverson. 0-1's going to go foul. It's now 0-2. Just through the years here for Central Cass. Made it to the championship in 2012 as a runner-up. 1-13 over Enderlin Maple Valley after losing to Enderlin Maple Valley in 2012. The 0-2 pitch by Yale misses outside. It's 1-2. Lost to Kindred Richland in 2014. Beat the Spoilers of Grafton in 2015. And from there, lost in 17 to Kindred Richland as there's a strike 3 looking. So Yale gets the strikeout of Halverson. And there's one down here in the second. Won in 2018 over these very Lakers. Defeated Kindred Richland in 19. Defeated Thompson in 2021. Lost to the Vikings, or 11-1 win over Kindred Richland in 2022. The last time that this tournament was held here in Fargo at Thurlton Park as Flanagan takes a ball. It's 1-0. That was 11 to 1 10-run rule back in 2022 and came up short in 2024 to the Vikings in Jamestown a year ago. Here's the 1-0 looking to bunt. That one will miss slow. It's now 2-0. So Squirrels been knocking on the door here the last year. They're trying to win a state championship and trying to get their 7th. The 2-0 pitch, that'll miss. It's now 3-0. And they'll have one more year in Class B before they make their way to Class A in 2027 from the Central Cass perspective. The Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark, a team that is no stranger to a state tournament. The 3-0 pitch, that'll miss. Oh, nope, that'll be called a strike, excuse me. It's 3-1. They made it 8 straight years dating back to 2016 here for the Lakers. The last 4, they finished 3rd in 21, 8th in 2022, 7th place in 2023, and last year they finished 5th place in 2024, defeating the Thompson Tommies for 5th out in Jamestown as Flanagan hits this one in the netting. It's now 3-2. Lakers have just about done everything here in softball except win a state championship. That's what they're on the verge of here tonight. The 3-2 strike 3 looking, and Flanagan is retired in Yale with back-to-back strikeouts. He struck out 3 straight going back to the end of the first inning. 4 in the game. Now it's to Gunnifson, the junior center fielder. Yale with the pitch. This one will one hop towards the catcher of Deaver. It's going to be 1-0. Kira Gunnifson here looking to get aboard and get a 2-out rally for the Squirrels. The 1-0 swing and a miss. It's now 1-1. Yesterday's Central Cass awfully good with 2 outs. They scored all their runs on 2 outs yesterday. Just kept the line moving in the 4th and the 5th innings. The 1-1. Hit in the air, soft little line, caught by Mitchell at third, and that's a 3-up, 3-down second inning. As we go to the top of the 3rd, it's still a 2-0 lead here for Central Cass.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Plus, Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting and paint mixing section for your own do-it-yourself projects. From their grill selection with Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to their customer laser engraving center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware. Successful teams need a place to practice when the weather doesn't cooperate or the teams just need an extra swing. The Mayport Youth Center provides that option for the Mayport CG School District, summer baseball and softball teams. The Mayport Youth Center is an indoor facility that includes batting cages and field turf. In the winter, the facility is home to the Mayport Ice Dog hockey team. Good luck to the Mayport CG Patriots from the Mayport Youth Center.
At Sendak Cooperative, we are proud to be your trusted full-service grain, agronomy, and energy choice for our communities in central North Dakota. For all of your grain, agronomy, and energy decisions, they are proud to support our local farmers and communities we work and live in. With our state-of-the-art facilities and dedicated team, we ensure your farming operation will be looked at with care and efficiency. Whether you're looking for marketing decisions, agronomy needs, fuel for your operation, or a hot cup of coffee at their C-stores, Sendak Cooperative has you covered. Visit them online at sendakcooperative.com to learn more about how they can serve you. Sendak Cooperative, proud to serve our communities in central North Dakota.
9-1-2 batters due up here for the Lakers as Rosenkrantz hits one right to Bussey in a two-hopper fair, and by the time Bussey caught it, she was standing at first, and Rosenkrantz is quickly retired here in the top of the third inning, and there's one down. So first time through the lineup here for Whitney Mitchell against these Laker batters. Gave up just one hit in 2 1/3. With one walk and no strikeouts, as this one goes back to Logan Eastas, who's hit a home run in both Thursday and Friday's games for the Lakers. She would love a round tripper here. It's 1 ball, no strikes to Logan, who grounded out on one pitch to Sherweight at shortstop to begin the game. It's now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Eastas. A game that got underway at about 4:40. Here this afternoon, as this one is foul back, it's now 1-2. Mitchell on the verge of her first strikeout. We just haven't seen a lot of deep counts. One that's been 3-2, a 1-2, 2-1, but the Lakers have came out aggressive early in the count. We'll see if that continues the second time through the lineup. The 1-2 offering, hit in the air foul. This one will go all the way back to the concession stands here at Theraldson Park. 218 to straightaway center, 200 down both the left field and right field side. And straightaway center, you got the scoreboard. In the background, you see the track and field and the grandstands of Newman Outdoor Field with that brick facade. Here's a 1-2 pitch, hit on a line and right to Parkhouse. Eastas barrel it up, and it's a line drive out, and there's 2 down. As now it's to Alyssa Lindahl. If you're not a Central Cass fan, more than likely you're not cheering for the Squirrels just because of their continued success, and that's where you want, if you're Scott Cost or any program, you want to be not necessarily hated in a way because of who you are, but hated because you have just consistent volume of winning, similar to NDSU football and different sports here in softball for the 2010 decade where the Bison made it to softball in the NCAA tournament every season. So you have such dominance where you got to respect it. But if you're a casual fan that's watching or listening at home, you're probably rooting for whoever is playing Central Cass throughout the course of the season, as this one misses, now 1-1. Squirrels to some fans could be like the Yankees to some when it comes to baseball. Here's the 1-1 pitch by Mitchell. Hit on the ground, this one right back up the middle. Oh, what a diving stop by Sherweight. Gets up, throws. In time for the out. What a play by Sherweight, and what a play by Bussey on the stretch at first. My, oh my. 6-3, Lindahl's retired, a 3-up, 3-down third as we head to the bottom of the third inning here from Theraldson Park.
When it comes to electrical work, experience matters. And at Miller's Electrical Service LLC, they've got the skills, expertise, and experience to get the job done right. From industrial and commercial projects to residential repairs and installations, get in touch with Gannon to get the job done safely, efficiently, and right the first time. Locally owned, trusted, and ready to serve your home or business. Call 701-430-2124 today and let Miller's Electrical Service LLC power your world.
You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Beef USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or whole from Mueller Beef out of Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, the half or the whole beef from Mueller Beef USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or whole from Mueller Beef out of Hillsboro.
Going back to that play, though, what a play by Sherweight to rob a hit by Lindahl and the stretch by Bussey to boot. As we now make our way to the bottom of the third inning, Mitchell back up first time through for Yale. 2 innings of work, 1 hit against, 2 runs. They were unearned, and he had 4 strikeouts and no walks. No balls and a strike upcoming here to Mitchell. The 0-1, hit in the air, popped up. This one will go to center. Feller able to camp underneath it for the out. Out number 1 here in the bottom of the third inning as it goes to Sophie Sherweight here for Central Cass. And you come up and make a defensive play, it just seems that you're going to come up in the next half inning. As right now, Feller will shade a little bit into left center. Rosenkrantz playing a deep left field. As playing near the warning track here is Smith in right, but the gap of real estate here is into right center. And speaking of some real estate, if you need some real estate tiled, get in contact with Chad's Excavating for your field drain tile requests. The 0-1, that'll miss out of the zone. It's 1-1. Get in touch with Chad's Excavating, helping farmers and helping with their water management plans. Call Chad's Excavating at 701-430-0182. As this one will go foul up the third base sign. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yale has retired the last 5 batters here in the circle for the Lakers. The 1-2. Hit in the air. That's a fly ball. That's got a chance to go to the track. It's gone! Sophie Sherweight with a round tripper. And the Squirrels have taken a 3-0 lead. That one off the bat sounded good even from the press box as Central Cass has a solo homer. Sophie Sherweight gets her second run scored of the game on her second hit. And Central Cass has a new lead. It's 3-0. Just off the side of the bat, a line drive shot here to left field. And Sierra Yale looks like she will be done as Piper Feller will come and we'll let you know about the changes. That is next.
Norman County Fair, June 18th through 21st. Fireworks monster truck. Laura J's strong and amazing aerial stunt show. Racing. Free stage entertainment, magic shows, youth and senior days, mechanical bull riding, free music, Veterans Day. It's the Norman County Fair. Get the full schedule at normancountyfair.com. There's so much more at the Free Gate Fair. The Norman County Fair, June 18th through 21st, Ada, Minnesota, where summer begins and the fun never ends. The World of Outlaws late models return to the Norman County Raceway, Ada, Minnesota, June 28th. Ada Building Center LLC start to finish showdown. Presented by R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Enjoy the experience. Nationwide top 10 experience last year. Let's make it number 1 this year. World of Outlaws late models. Ada Building Center LLC start to finish showdown. Presented by R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Tickets now available. ncraceway.com.
Let's face it, moving is a pain. And if you decide to do it yourself, take the hassle out with All About Moving in Grand Forks. While national conglomerates tend to overcharge and take longer, All About Moving is locally owned and wants to make your next move an efficient and stress-free experience. Take the stress out of moving with All About Moving in Grand Forks, so you can focus on the things that really matter.
As Central Cass has chased Sierra Yale out of this game here, as Piper Feller will come on relief. First batters to Aspen Preen. It's now 1-0. Preen with a strikeout, but came in to score in inning number 1. It's now 2-0. Sierra Yale 2 1/3, 2 hits, 3 runs, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. So she will go to left. Rosenkrantz will go from left to center, and Feller from center to the circle. It's now 3-0. Piper Feller against Hillsborough Central Valley yesterday 4 2/3 innings, gave up 2 runs, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts on just a couple of hits. As this one will be a 4-pitch walk here for Aspen Preen. So Preen will take first base on the free pass, and the Squirrels, with 1 run across so far, thanks in part to a Sherweight homer, will look to add to it here with Brady Bussey, the cleanup batter, coming up. Bussey popped out to Yeastos at shortstop the first time. First pitch swinging and a miss. It's 0-1. Bussey aggressive at the plate, knowing that sometimes it could be the old intentional walk, where if you don't see one through the zone, you might not see another one in the at-bat. This one at the knee for a strike. It's 0-2. So a fly up by Mitchell, a home run by Sherweight. Aspen Preen with a walk, and Bussey now down. No balls in 2 strikes. 0-2. This one will be low. Deaver keeps this one out in front, and it's now 1-2. And the question for the Lakers is, how much too much to come back against this Central Cass club? Especially with how Mitchell has pitched in the circle so far this tournament. The 1-2, that'll be out of the zone now, 2-2. The 1 seed Central Cass against the 2 seed Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark. Region 1 finished 3rd with Hillsborough Central Valley as Bussey hits one down the left field line, foul. Region 1 will finish either 2nd or 3rd or 1st and 3rd. While the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark out of Region 3 will finish in the top 2, and then Beulah out of Region 4 finish 4th as they were selected to finish by the coaches here when they seeded 1 through 5. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Bussey. Able to get this one, grounded there on the way by Feller, and throws Bussey out at second base. Nice play by Feller in the circle, feeling her position. Got Bussey by about a step. It's a quality productive out, though, as it moves Preen into scoring position. And now it's going to be to Maddie. Stieg here, 0 for 1. Reached base on an error back in the first inning that plated both Sherweight and Aspen Preen. Put the ball in play. Got rewarded. This one will miss up out of the zone. It's 1-0. Third batter here for Piper Feller in relief. A walk and a ground out so far for Piper. Feller just a little spitball there as a freshman. The 1-0 pitch. This will miss now 2-0. Or I guess since we are close to the Fargo Air Museum, maybe a Spitfire would be a better way to try to disseminate Piper Feller here. The 2-0. Hit in the air right on a line to the second baseman Lindahl to retire this side. A run on a hit, no errors, and a runner left. We played 3 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Squirrels up by 3.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union Insurance agent in Hillsborough.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
As we get to our Farmers Union Insurance Ryan Opdahl in-game update, taking a look at what happened earlier today in the third place game. Hillsborough Central Valley with a 4-3 win over the Beulah Miners. Peyton Quam had 2 runs scored in the victory for Hillsborough Central Valley as they finish with their best mark ever in a school history third, as Piper Feller is 1 of 1 today with a single. Takes a strike. It's Feller, Yale, and Shep. Fifth place went to Velva Drake Animus 12-6, and 7th went to Mayport CG 8-6 over the Carrington Cardinals. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It'll be 1-1. Box score or line score so far to Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark. No runs, a hit, an error with 2 runners left. For the Squirrels, 3 runs, 2 hits. They've yet to commit an error with 2 runners left on base. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here to now the pitcher. Feller right back up the middle off of Mitchell's thigh, and going to first base will be Feller, and now they're going to have to check out Whitney. That was an absolute rocket, and that will leave an indentation, no doubt about it, tomorrow morning. As Whitney kind of shows where it kind of hit right above the kneecap here, as you could hear the crowd all a little bit here today. That's an in-game update brought to you in part by Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. Give them a call at 701-436-5777. As they take a look at Whitney Mitchell here, as Scott Costin, you got the trainer out there with him as well, making sure she's all right. See if we'll have a courtesy runner coming in the game as well for Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark. We will with Hayden Anderson. So Anderson will courtesy run here for Piper Feller. It looks like Mitchell's going to give it a go. That one just right, maybe about a 4 or 5 inches lower. We could have been talking about the kneecap. That was just right above the knee. Just above the kneecap towards the thigh area here. And that was on her planting leg when she comes to throw the softball. So we'll see how Whitney looks to the very next batter here. And a dangerous one at that in Sierra Yale now, the left fielder. The pitch looks to be all right. This one going to be hit on the ground. Sherweight bobbles it at short, fields it, and then throws it to Flanagan. And they're going to call it out. They're going to call it out here at second base. And you saw the bobble of both the shortstop and the second baseman, and now they're going to go time. As now after it, I think they're going to say it's safe. So originally they called it an out, and then the ball came out and they said safe. So now you'll have runners at second and third, which that is the right call. It should have been safe. It was bobbled by Sherweight, went to Flanagan. Flanagan never had proper possession of the softball. So that'll be an E6. Anderson stands at second. Yale stands at first. And the Lakers trying to get something brewing here in the fourth with Aubrey Shep. Shep looking to bunt, hits one up the first base side on the bunt. That'll go foul. It's 0-1. Lakers left the runner on with 2 outs in the first. Had a 1-out walk. Sacrifice bunt by Deaver to get Smith in a scoring position. And a strikeout by Mitchell. They left a runner on there. As right now we might have a player a little lightheaded here with Sierra Yale. She's continuing to walk up the first baseline. Again, with this heat, overcast skies, you play on the field, it kind of feels at different times maybe 5-10 degrees warmer when you go in the dugout to when you're actually on the field. So we'll have another quick little conference with our trainer here, and I think this one might more so be not so much of heat exhaustion the way that they're talking, could be just how she came back, turned the ankle maybe a little bit there. So it looks like Yale's going to be okay. And we'll reset and load. No balls and a strike here to Aubrey Shep in what's been a entertaining fourth inning, but also for the Lakers, they got to make the most out of it because you might not get another chance like this against Mitchell to get your first 2 runners on in the contest. Here's the 0-1, looking to bunt. This one popped up into the netting, and that will be 0-2. Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark looking for win number 24 of the season, while for the Central Cass Squirrels looking for win number 23 of their campaign. Squirrels have yet to lose to a Class B team this season. The 0-2, strike 3 looking, and Shep is retired. First strikeout for Mitchell comes at a prime time, and there's 1 down as it goes now to Ella Smith. Joe Lancello on the call, the third place game for state softball, baseball, with Northern Cass and Park River area. As this is called the strike, Northern Cass with a 1-0 lead top of the fourth inning for the Jags over Park River area. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That'll miss for a ball. It's 1-1. Later tonight, around 7 o'clock, we'll get to the state baseball championship with Thompson and Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion, Edgeley. Also, you can listen to with Joe Lancello on YourLiveEvent.com. Anderson at second, Yale at first. Here's the 1-1 from Mitchell to Smith. Smith looking to bunt, takes it back. They throw back down to the runner at second, and sliding in safely is Anderson. As it will be 2-1 on the way here to Ella Smith. And from there, Gretchen Deaver is the next batter for the Lakers. Game that got underway at 4:40 here today. There's the 2-1 pitch. That'll run out of the zone. It's now 3-1. 4 batters in the first inning for the Lakers. 4 in the second. 3 up, 3 down, third. As now it's a hitter's count to Smith. The 3-1. Swing, foul tipped off the glove of Preen. It's now 3-2. Well, Smith worked a full count back in the second. Does it again here in the fourth. The only batter that has done so against Mitchell in the circle. As Whitney has the payoff pitch. Hit in the air, fly ball. That'll go towards the warning track. Parkhouse is there and can't make the catch. Going to third base is Anderson. She will come home. It's a single on the way for Smith. And to Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark has taken a run off the board here to make it now 3-1. That one really got out there by Smith. Parkhouse went all the way back. It looked like she was nearly going to catch it as she went up for it. Then it one-hopped the wall just off of her glove. So Yale goes to second. Anderson comes in to score. Smith stands at first base with a run driven in and a base hit to boot. So the Lakers do get one, and now the tied run at first base. Big swing by Deaver. It's 0-1. Gretchen with the sacrifice bunt. Her last time up, batter number 5. And going back to Smith, just an elevated cut, uppercut kind of a swing. Went off the bat and weren't sure how far that one was going to go, but it really carried well as Parkhouse was playing a little in at left field. Hop the warning track, the 0-1 pitch. Deaver looking to bunt. This one is foul. It's now 0-2. So the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark gets the goose egg off the board here in the fourth inning. And now it's about how many more runs can they get against Mitchell. And then in fairness, Piper Feller on in relief for Sierra Yale and trying to hold down this very potent Central Cass Squirrels lineup. The 0-2 upcoming here to Deaver. Strike 3 looking, and Mitchell gets her second strikeout of the inning. Both painting the corner, and there's 2 down. Now it's to Elizabeth Mitchell. As we'll have a pinch hitter coming in for Mitchell, as this will be Jersey Marquardt. You saw this here as well against Hillsborough Central Valley, where Marquardt would come in and then eventually take Mitchell's spot at third base as well. We'll see if that's the case going forward once we get to the bottom of the fourth inning. Fans up and down the first base line from the fair pole in left to the fair foul pole in right. Jam-packed crowd, great attendance here on a Saturday night. Mitchell to Marquardt. Swing and a miss, it's 0-1. Marquardt, the 8th grader coming up here in this particular role here for the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark. And 2 sacrifice bunts yesterday when she came in and hit the 0-1, smothered in the turf by Preen. It's 1 ball and a strike. As we will make our way to Grand Forks upcoming on Monday for the Shield Softball All-Star Series. East versus West. Best of Class A, best of Class B. The 1-1 pitch popped up. This one will go towards the backstop. Preen giving chase, makes the catch. Oh, what a play by Preen as she runs into the backstop. Joe Maurer couldn't have done any better. That'll retire Marquardt and the side here in the fourth inning. But a run does come across off 2 hits. There was an error with 2 runners left on base. A new score at Central Cass 3, Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark 1.
Here's a message from Tim Cassette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales in the Hillsborough area. When it comes to your operations needs, they want to hear from you, which is why they're committed to listening first. From farmer-focused R&D teams to their Gold Series soybeans and game-changing corn products to the insights shared through the Illuminate digital platform, everything offered is an answer to what they learned from you. For Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed, visit with Tim Cassette Seed Sales Hillsborough, 701-430-0877.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Update for you, Class A baseball. West Fargo Cheyenne wins the state championship over Minot High by 1, 6-5 up in Grand Forks. Joining them, Williston able to win a state championship as well over Minot in Class A softball. So we'll crown a champ here, and we'll crown a champ at Newman Outdoor Field a little bit later on as Zimmerman, Halverson, and Flanagan do up here against Piper Feller, who's got 2/3 in relief. First pitch swinging, popped up in the air, high fly. Yeastos, the shortstop, right in front of the fair foul line as that one nearly leapt out of her glove. That's why you two-hand catch it, and that's the second hand helped it there. If you one-handed catch it, that might have popped out of the glove, but the second hand able to snatch it in the glove, and there's one down here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Now it's to Halverson. As Piper Feller with the pitch. This will run in on Halverson. It's 0-1. Kaylee struck out looking her last time up in inning number 2. So Lakers down by 3, cut into that deficit in the top half of the fourth as this one is fouled back. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Umpiring crew here, Trev Zier with Colby Pinnick and Mark Sandman here, our umpiring crew in this championship game. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Halverson. Up out of the zone, it's 2-1. So State A champs getting crowned earlier today. Now it's time to find the State B champs. Girls soccer over at West Fargo Cheyenne. And you have State golf upcoming here throughout the weekend, where B will be in Jamestown for B boys. After last year in Carrington was about the Wizard of Oz, where there's just a multitude of weather and 48 hours to get that particular round of golf in, as this one will miss low at 3-2. They had a lot of rain where you had literally feet above some greens of moisture and water. Then you had about 40 to 50 mile an hour winds. Then those winds brought up dust and you couldn't see anything. The 3-2 pitch. This one will work out of the zone. Halverson will take a walk. First walk issued in the inning. The second for Piper Feller. And there's a runner on here for the Central Cass Squirrels in the bottom of the fourth. Now it's to Flanagan. Flanagan is a slashing kind of a player in terms of how she can hit. She can also carry the bunt with her. Barrel one up to right center, looking to bunt this one. Bunts it right back. Here goes Deaver to catch her. Makes the play. Sacrifice bunt will go down for Flanagan. Halverson will take second base. Sacrifice bunt. Now it goes to Gunnifson. Kira with a line drive out her last time up. As Feller stands in left field, Rosencrantz in center with Smith in right. Marquardt again now will be at third. Here's a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Eastos at shortstop. Lindahl at second. Shep at first with Deaver behind the plate here for the Lakers. State B championship. No balls and a strike to Gunnifson. Popped up right to Feller, and that'll retire Gunnifson and the Squirrels here in inning number 4. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 4 in the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Central Cass 3, Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark 1 coming to the plate.
Life is full of surprises, and at Bickett Insurance Agency of Carrington, they're here to protect what matters most to you. Bickett Insurance is your local auto owner's insurance agency, offering home, auto, business, crop, health, or life insurance with personalized solutions tailored to your needs and budget. With over 20 years of experience, trust Bickett Insurance Agency to provide you with peace of mind. Let's ensure your future is secure with Bickett Insurance Agency services, serving Foster and Stutsman counties and throughout the state of North Dakota. Bickett Insurance, your local auto owner's insurance agency, protecting what matters most.
Let's face it, moving is a pain. And if you decide to do it yourself, take the hassle out with All About Moving in Grand Forks. While national conglomerates tend to overcharge and take longer, All About Moving is locally owned and wants to make your next move an efficient and stress-free experience. Take the stress out of moving with All About Moving in Grand Forks, so you can focus on the things that really matter.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
9-1, 2 batters due up here for the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette seed update here for the Lakers. It'll be Rosenkrantz, Eastos, and Lindahl here in the 5th inning. The pitch, this one will be hit foul. It's going to be 0-1. Still a reminder still to come. We will get to the first place and second place championship trophies. We'll find out who the Senior Athlete of the Year will be as well here later tonight before we sign off. Here's the 1-1. I don't miss out of the zone. It's 2-1 on the way to Rosenkrantz. Rosenkrantz with a ground out to Bussey at first, her first time up. Back to start inning number 3. 2 balls and a strike here from Mitchell. 2-1 will work out of the zone. It's 3-1. Parkhouse in left field with Gunnifson in center. Zimmerman stands in right. We got Stieg at third base, Sherweight at shortstop, Flanagan again at second with Bussey at first. The 3-1 hit right back up the middle, and the Lakers, with Rosenkrantz, get a runner aboard here for the freshman center fielder here in the top of the 5th inning. It's been Preen behind the plate. 4th hit of the game for the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark. They've out-hit the Squirrels by 2, but they're down by 2 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Now it's with Logan Eastos. Eastos 0 for 2 here today. This one will work out of the zone. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Third place game was a dandy between Hillsborough Central Valley and the Beulah Miners. And this one kind of has that feeling in this championship between the Squirrels and the Lakers. Eastos jammed, hits one. Bussey giving chase down the first base side. That'll go foul, and 1 hop towards the stands. And the fans, it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Lindahl on the on-deck circle after Eastos here for the Lakers. As Mitchell takes a look at the wristband here. Has the 1-1 pitch upcoming. 1-1 foul tipped, and now it'll be 1-2. Mitchell with 2 strikeouts looking in the 4th. Those were her only 2 of the contest. She has walked 1. That was to Ella Smith back in inning number 2. The 1-2. Off speed, off the zone. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll see Mitchell as an 8th grader, freshman, now sophomore here for Central Cass, continuing to evolve and just seeing the kind of pitcher she can be in the circle. The 2-2, foul tipped off the netting. And we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As you get Aspen, Preen, Brady, Bussey after that one, hit the backstop to come out and get the softball there for Mitchell, who gloves it. Now we'll reset here in the circle. The 2-2 pitch on the way. That'll work. Now 3-2. Rosenkrantz stands at first. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here the leadoff batter. Then Lindahl and Feller up here for the Lakers. Payoff pitch on the righty-righty matchup here by Mitchell. Hit in the air. That'll be a fly ball to left. Parkhouse with room in left center field, about 2 feet in front of the warning track. It's allowed out number 1 here in the 5th. Alyssa Lindahl 0 for 2 today with a ground out. her last time up that was simply stolen from her by Sherweight at shortstop. It was hit right back up the middle. Sherweight with a diving play, got up, threw it across to Bussey, and Bussey on the stretch was able to get the out of Lindahl at first. Looking to bunt, this one goes to Mitchell. Mitchell will barehand it, throws to the first baseman. Covering there is Flanagan. Sacrifice bunt, but the tying run here for the Lakers still on the on-deck circle. But a run to cut it to one now stands in scoring position here with Rosencrantz, and there's 2 outs. Lindahl with the bunt, and Mitchell didn't have much time to barehand that and give it to the second baseman covering first and Flanagan. And there's 2 down as it goes to Piper Feller. Feller will see this miss outside. Feller with 2 singles here today, then got courtesy ran for by Anderson as Hayden came in to score the only run back in the 4th inning here for the Lakers. 1-0 pitch is going to be hit on the ground. That'll go to the third baseman, Stieg. Stieg across to Bussey in time for the outs. Leadoff single goes awry. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a runner left. We played 4.5 today in the championship on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Squirrels are up by 2.
The Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success and wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future, secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you graduates as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead in a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration and staff of the Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts. To all students, parents, and families of the Hillsborough and Central Valley Schools, thank you for a great year.
Egg Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Egg Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Egg Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
Bottom of the 5th inning, it'll be Mitchell, Sherweight, and Preen. 3rd time through the lineup here for the Central Cass Squirrels, but they haven't gone through the lineup one time yet for Piper Feller. This will be the first time that Mitchell and Sherweight have had a chance to go up against Feller in the circle. State B softball championship here in Fargo. As you'll see Feller here with the pitch. First pitch swinging, Mitchell hits one in the air to short center field, and coming in to glove it, there's Rosencrantz as Mitchell is retired. And there's 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Now it goes to Sherweight, who had a single with a stolen base and a run scored in the first and popped one out of here for a home run to left, and the only home run of this state championship game as this one runs out of the zone. It's now 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes on the way here, as you'll see Piper. This one is going to be hit in the air. Fly ball that'll go to left. Feller is there. Yale is there for the outs. A fly out to center and a fly out to left. 2 down quickly here in the bottom of the 5th. Now it's to Aspen Preen. Preen walked as the first batter against Piper Feller. Walk with a run scored here today as this one will run in. It's now 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 offering, that'll run in. It's now 2-0. As the wind has gone just a little quiet here on the north side of Fargo. Got that haze still coming on through. The 2-0. That'll be missed outside. It's now 3-0. Minnesota Twins baseball getting underway later tonight, 6:15. So can't complain about that for a Seattle first pitch. 4:15 Pacific time zone as this one is laced foul. It's now 3 balls and a strike. Aspen Preen trying to get on base for the 3rd time here today for the Squirrels. Well, Piper Feller in the circle. 3-1 foul back off the netting. It's now 3-2. Feller's done well here for Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark, and their 2 appearances in relief. The 3-2, Preen will foul this one off again. And we'll keep it at 3-2. Aspen Preen Can be someone that can hit doubles, can go gap to gap. As right now the outfielders of Smith and Yale playing more down the lines. Rosencrantz playing about 10 feet in front of the warning track and center. The 3-2 is going to be popped up. This one will go towards the stands. And we'll keep it now at 3-2. Tommy Butler, the football coach here for the Central Cass Squirrels, able to give it to one of his daughters. She's able to hand the ball off to get it back in the dugout. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Piper in a good battle against Preen. Hit and roped and into right center field. Preen will round first, on her way to second. Aspen is going to round second as she's coming to third. Here's a relay by Lindahl, not going to be in time. It's a triple here for Aspen Preen. The battle won by Aspen, an extra base hit, and the Squirrels will have a runner in scoring position with 2 down as it goes to Brady Bussey. As the umpires are going to talk it over here in terms of where that softball ended up, as that'll actually go out of play, and Preen will come in and score. So Preen slid into third, and the ball went out of play. So Aspen Preen on the throw by Lindahl that went by Marquardt, and it was not backed up. She will come in and score to make it a 4-1 contest right now here for the Central Cass Squirrels. A tough one. There is a gate that is there, and if the ball gets stuck underneath, it might be one of those where that gate just got interfered in terms of where the ball got stuck underneath, and Preen will take it, so she will come in to score. Now you have Brady Bussey coming to the plates with nobody on and 2 out here as the Squirrels have matched their largest lead of the game here at 3 after the throwing error there by Lindahl. So you get the triple for Preen, the error on the throw that was going to third, then eventually went to the gate there and got stuck underneath, and that'll allow, going out of play, allow Preen to take home. 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. It's now 1-1. A similar spot where the outfielders are playing, just even maybe a step or two behind of what they were for Preen. The 1-1, as they're pretty much at the warning track here at Thoroldson Park. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the way with 2 down. Lakers will have 4, 5, and 6 batters with Sierra Yale to lead off the 6th. The 1-2 pitch, chopped, and we'll do it all over again. Aspen Preen hit one that right past Lindahl into right center field, and she was thinking 2 out of the box and even 3. Put that foot in the ground and got to third and got rewarded to get home. The 1-2, now 2-2, and that's the one thing the Squirrels just have done time and time again. They force you to be nearly perfect in the field, otherwise they will take that extra 60 feet. The 2-2 pitch, hit in the air by Bussey. That'll go to left. Coming in will be Yale underneath it to retire the side. But a run does come across on a hit and an error and nobody left. We have played here today 5 innings on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. The Squirrels lead it by 3.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
The City of Hillsborough invites you to make Hillsborough your home. If you're looking for a new home or a job, check out the opportunities in Hillsborough and see what the community can offer you and your family. Enjoy a quality family life with community, education, church, entertainment, and more. For all neighbors and those driving through the region, we welcome you to come and shop with the businesses in Hillsborough. If you have questions related to services available in the City of Hillsborough, contact the Hillsborough City Office at 701-636-4620.
Top of the 6th inning here on YourLiveEvent.com. Central Cass leads it by 3 here as the Lakers will try to get a little late inning magic right now against Mitchell, while Mitchell looking to slam the book shut here with Yale, Shemp, and Smith again here in the 6th. Yale 0 for 2 today has reached base on an error back in the 4th inning. The 1-0, that'll miss outside now 2-0. Mitchell so far 5 innings of work, 4 hits, a run, a walk, and 2 strikeouts as we're broadcasting today from the Chad's Excavating broadcast booth here in Fargo. A 2-0 pitch on the way to Yale. It'll be called a strike. It's now 2-1. If you need your water management plans or just helping farmers continue to grow, get in contact with Chad's Excavating at 701-430-0182. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Foul back to the netting. It's now 2-2. There's Whitney Mitchell right now here in the circle for the Squirrels. Most batters she's faced in an inning has been 6. That was back in the 4th. The 2-2 just off the zone makes the count full at 3-2. As the Lakers, as it stands right now, down to their final 6 outs here in this championship game. The 3-2 pitch here by Mitchell. Swing and a miss, and Whitney gets her 3rd strikeout. And there's 1 down here in the 6th inning. As it now goes to Aubrey Shep. Shep 0 for 2 today with a ground out back in the 2nd. There's Mitchell. There's the pitch. I'll miss out of the zone. It's now 1-0. As Mitchell, going back to that 5th inning, gave up a leadoff single by Rosenkrantz, but then a fly-out, sac bunt, and a ground out. You add up a strikeout here in the 6th, as there's a swing and a miss by Shep. It's 1-1. Thoroldson Park, home of North Dakota State University softball here. One of the few places that had turf when it came to softball in North Dakota. We've seen it expand throughout the state of North Dakota. Here's the 1-1. Same thing when it comes to Castleton and Cosfield. Now Dickinson has it, talking about Bismarck. Mine at UND with Grand Forks. This continues to grow and grow. But in terms of just the Fargo, not Moorhead, West Fargo, just the Fargo city, this is the only turf field here in town, unless you're going to do a makeshift field on a football field. As Shep takes the ball. It's 3 balls and a strike, and the senior first baseman. As Mitchell with the pitch. That'll miss low. Shep will take a walk. Mitchell with her first walk of the game since Ella Smith in the 2nd. And the Squirrels will see the Lakers have a runner on here. And looks like we'll have a courtesy runner coming in the game as well as Ella Smith comes up to the plate. As the Lakers will bring up Ingrid Holland coming up to the plate. So Holland will make her way towards first base, As Holland now will be running at first base here for Shep. So it goes to Ella Smith. Lakers trying to find a way to bring Eastos, Lindahl, and Feller up one more time against Mitchell. But also in doing so, see if he can score a run or 2 prior to that. The pitch by Mitchell looking to bunt. This one goes up the 3rd base line. That'll be foul. It's now 0-1. Game that's just over 70 minutes old here today from Thoroldson Park. Top of the 6th inning, the state softball championship match. The 1 and 2 seed. And it's kind of felt like that. 2 welterweights going toe-to-toe here today in Fargo. The 0-1. This will be called a strike. It's now 0-2. Runner at first base again is Holland. No balls, 2 strikes here to Smith as Mitchell gets the sign in the dugout. Takes a look at the wristband, comes back on the rubber. 0-2 pitch will go foul up the first base dugout where Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark sits here today. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 down. And we'll do it all over again to the 8th grade right fielder. It's coming up in the month of June. We will get to some all-star games here in North Dakota. The 0-2. This one foul tipped into the glove of Preen. Now they got the runner out to drive first, and they get a double play. The strikeout of Ella Smith, and Holland went to 2nd. Pause. Preen threw it to Bussey to apply the tag, and that's a twin killing. And the Lakers are out here in the 6th. Just a mental blunder there by Holland at first base. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. And a really smart play by Preen behind the plate as we make our way to the bottom of the 6th inning. Central Cass leads it by 3.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhb.bank or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Bottom of the 6th inning here on YourLiveEvent.com. 4-1 in favor of the Central Cass Squirrels over to Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark in the state championship. Chase Miller with you from Theraldson Park. The Squirrels hoping this will be the last time they come up to the plate, as this one will miss low. It's now 1-0. Maddie Stieg, Zimmerman, and Holverson up on the way here for Central Cass against Piper Feller. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Oh, missed. No, 2-0. Feller 2 2/3 innings of work so far. She's given up 1 hit, the triple by Aspen Preen. A run with the air on the throw, no walks, and she has, 2 walks and no strikeouts. As this one is a foul tip by Stieg. It's now 2-1. Williston won the state softball championship up in Grand Forks in Class A. Who's going to join them as the softball champs in B? The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. It's now 2-2. West Fargo Cheyenne defeated Minot in Class A earlier today in Grand Forks in the State A championship. State B coming up here in a little while longer at Newman Outdoor Field. The 2-2 by Stieg is hit foul. As we take a in-game update look at the third place game between Northern Cass and Park River area right now. That's bottom of the 5th inning, and Park River area has the bases full, tied at 1 with Northern Cass in the third place game. Joel Lancello on the call at Newman Outdoor Field as this one works outside to Stieg. It's 3-2. Then we'll have Thompson, Lamore, Litchell, Marion, Edgley coming up after that. The 3-2 pitch, strike 3 looking. And Stieg is retired. Feller with her first strikeout in relief, and there's 1 down. Now it goes to Zimmerman. Zimmerman 0 for 2 with a strikeout in the first, popped out back in inning number 4. There's the pitch on the way. Hit in the air, that'll go foul off the netting. It's now no balls and 2 strikes. 0-1 on the way here to Zimmerman. And Zimmerman looking to get aboard for the first time today for Central Cass. The 0-1, swing and a miss. It's now 0-2. Piper in a similar spot against Hillsborough Central Valley where she came on in relief has been nearly lights out. The 0-2 out of the zone. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. As you take a look at these particular pitchers, Sierra Yale, the sophomore, Piper Feller, the freshman here. You got a nice 1-2 combination for years to come in the circle. The 1-2 pitch, a soft little 1-hopper that'll go to Shep. She'll take it 3 unassisted, and the Squirrels have their second out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's to Halverson. 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout looking back in inning number 2 on the K. As Halverson is trying to avoid a 3-up, 3-down. Here's a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. As the Squirrels had a 3-up, 3-down in the second. The most batters they've sent to the plate was 6 in the first, where they scored 2 runs. The 0-1, that'll work outside. It's 1-1, and it's been the errors. The 2 errors for the Lakers have cost them dearly. It's costed them 3 runs in this game. If you take the errors away, it's just a 1-1 game as it stands right now. The 1-1 pitch, that'll miss low at 2-1. The error in the first inning, as Stieg hit one to third base. At the time it was Mitchell. threw it to the glove of Shep at first. As this is called a strike, it's 2-2, and it went by her glove. So coming in to score from third was Sherweight. Then Pring got up, and she scampered in to score as well off the air. If you get that play, no runs come in. The 2-2 pitch, strike three, looking and Feller. The 3 up, 3 down, 6. So here's the skinny as we head to the 7th. Lakers need 3 runs, but they're down to their 3 outs. If they don't get it, the Squirrels will be the state champs. Back with more after this.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
The fun is always on tap. I'm headed to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Stay tuned for more information about the all-school reunion coming up in Carrington this summer, July 10th through the 13th. Check out Facebook for more information.
The fun is always on tap. I'm headed to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Headlocks, Carrington, North Dakota.
Top of the 7th inning. As we go, it'll be Gretchen Deaver, Mitchell, and Rosencrantz. 7, 8, 9 as Mitchell looks for the complete game here in the championship. The pitch is going to be fouled off the netting. It's 0-1. Congratulations goes out to North Dakota State Baseball as they advance in the NCAA tournament with a 4-3 win over the Rock Chalk Kansas Jayhawks down in Fayetteville, Iowa. They lost 6-2 yesterday against Arkansas, the 3 seed, and come back with a win over Kansas. The 0-1. I don't miss outside. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. As the Lakers looking to get runners on here against Mitchell. Here in the 7th inning. Here's the 1-1. I don't miss. Now 2-1. It's Whitney Mitchell right now. 3 outs away from sending the Squirrels to their 7th state championship in program history in the first since 2022. 2-1, hit up the middle. This one trying to get backhanded by Flanagan. Makes the throw, but not going to be in time as she had it for a second off her glove. Runner will be on here for the Lakers here on the top of the 7th inning. I'll give it a hit on the way for Deaver, and we'll get a courtesy runner coming up here as well. As coming in run now will be Harper Feller, the 7th grader. So Feller stands at first. The Lakers going to run her on. And for Mitchell, just trying to find a way to keep the tying run on the on-deck circle going forward. But as it stands now, Logan Eastos, unless there's a double play, would come up one more time. And she's homered both in the quarters and the semifinals here for the Lakers. But first, it's Elizabeth Mitchell. Make that Marquardt, excuse me. Nope, Mitchell will come back and re-enter now. So Mitchell 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That will be 0 and 1 on the way on the foul tip. No balls and 1 strike on the way to the senior third baseman. As you'll see, Mitchell with the 0-1 pitch, running inside, swing and a miss. Runner going to break for second. Feller gets in there safely. So it'll be 0 and 2 on the way. Essentially for the Squirrels, you really don't mind Feller too much right now on the base pass. Your main intention is the batters here at the plate for Mitchell's concern, unless the Lakers can again get a runner or 2 more on here in the 7th inning. The 0-2, that'll miss outside. It's now 1 and 2. State Softball Tournament Championship game here on YourLiveEvent.com. I'd like to thank Dakota Heritage Bank for their scoreboard coverage. Go to dhb.bank. The 1-2 pitch hit on the ground. This one goes to Mitchell. Mitchell will fling it to Bussey. The runner and Feller will get to third. 1-3 on the putout. Mitchell is retired and the Squirrels are 2 outs away. Now it goes to Rosencrantz. Rosencrantz with a single her last time up, 1 of 2 here at the plate. The Lakers with batter number 9 here against Mitchell. This one will be hit fair ball to Bussey. Bussey takes a look back at the runner at third, and one pitch, Rosencrantz is retired, and the Squirrel faithful are on their feet here in Forgel. 2 down as it goes to Logan Eastos. Eastos 0 for 3, and quite frankly, she's due for a base knock. The junior shortstop with a fly out, a line out, and a ground out here today. Mitchell with the pitch. Eastos hits one foul. It's 0-1. If Logan Eastos can get on base, it'll be to Alyssa Lindahl on the on-deck portion of the plate here for the Lakers. Mitchell with the 0-1 offering on the righty-righty matchup. Swing and a miss. Now it's 0-2. That had a little spin, and it was a little off speed. As you can hear, the Central Cass faithful all rising here at Theraldson Park. No balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter here, Logan Eastos. Mitchell in the circle. The pitch, 0-2 out of the zone, and it's now 1-2. This is what you play for, all the practices in season, out of season, to play in a game like this for either club. The 1-2 offering from Mitchell. That'll be out of the zone now, 2-2. Runner at third base again is Harper Feller. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the junior shortstop here is Mitchell, looking for her 4th strikeout. A 2-2 pitch. Eastos hits one to the second baseman. That'll be grabbed by Flanagan, and the Squirrels have won their 7th state championship in program history. In a game that goes 1 hour and 25 minutes, Central Cass has won the State B here from Theraldson Park. Mitchell with the complete game here in this one. 1 run, 5 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts is your winning pitcher of record here for the Central Cass Squirrels. The Squirrels, their 11th time that they have played in a state championship game. They have now brought home 7 championships in those 11 tries and avenge a loss back from last season against Kindred Richland in the championship game where they finished runner-up. The Squirrels are your 2025 State B champs, and they went unbeaten against State B competition this year. They'll finish 23-5 on the season, while for the Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark will finish the year 23-3. We'll get to our post-game show brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway, the Red River Valley Speedway, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Also from there, we'll get to our Agassi Precision Egg Play of the Contest. That and more is still to come. Congrats and a tip of the cap to Scott Koss and the Central Cass Squirrels. Your 2025 State B softball champions. Will continue with more after this here on your liveevent.com.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union Insurance agent in Hillsborough.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
On our post-game show here today, brought to you in part by the Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway. The Central Cass Squirrels have won their 7th state championship and the first since 2022 with a 4-1 win over Lacs-Burlington. Lewis and Clark, as they are honoring both the individuals and the teams right now with the individual awards here for the Lakers and head coach Peggy Pearson. Be a tough one to swallow if you're the Lakers. You had 2 errors that cost you 3 runs, and that was the difference on the scoreboard at 4-1 here, where they out-hit the Squirrels by 2, but 2 runs came in the first inning with Sherweight and Preen. From there, a solo homer by Sherweight in inning number 3, and then Aspen Preen with the triple, and you had a throwing error by Lindahl to come in the 4th run of the game. Well, for Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark, their 1 run coming back by Anderson after an RBI single by Ella Smith back in inning number 5. Mitchell, 7 innings of work, 5 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. She picks up the win. Sierra Yale picks up the loss. 2 1/3 innings of work, 2 hits, 3 runs, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. Your final line score, Central Cass 4 runs, 3 hits, and error with 3 runners left. Lacs-Burlington with 1 run, with 5 hits, with 2 errors, and 6 runners left in a game that goes an hour and 25 minutes. It's now time to get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That again is Enbridge.com. Sophie Sherweight is our Player of the Game with 2 runs scored. She had a sensational defensive play, gets the home run, gets a single, gets a stolen base. The sophomore shortstop is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Congratulations goes out to Sophie Sherweight. Our Agassiz Precision Egg Play of the contest was Highway Robbery when Allison Lindahl in the 3rd hit a one-hopper back up the middle. Sherweight with a diving glove catch at 2nd, popped up, threw it to Bussey, who stretched at first base to take a hit away from Lindahl and Lacs-Burlington back in the 3rd inning. That is our Play of the Game, brought to you in part by Agassiz Precision Egg, your local precision planting dealer. Agassiz Precision Egg in Hillsborough. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. And our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection here for the Central Cass Squirrels, the connection of Whitney Mitchell and Aspen Preen throughout the course of this season. A nice 1-2 combination for that battering ram, with Mitchell doing a really nice job in the circle and Preen behind the plate. That again is our Halstead Telephone Company connection of the game. Go to halsteadtel.com. As we go to our Senior Athlete of the Year, as they will recognize those seniors that are here at the state. The Region 1 Senior Athlete of the Year finished 3rd place with Peyton Quam here from Hillsborough Central Valley. For the Mayport CG Patriots, Parker Strand here for the Patriots. You have Peyton Quam again for Hillsborough Central Valley out of Region 1, who threw out 4 batters in a game, or 4 base runners in a game here in the state tournament. Washburn Center Stanton with Kyle Holzer coming on here, as it's now time to do the honors on who's your senior athlete here in Class B. Congratulations goes out to Peyton Quam. She is your Senior Athlete of the Year here for Hillsborough Central Valley. Congratulations goes out to the Burrows here in Hillsborough Central Valley. The Coach of the Year was announced earlier. Bryce Gutneck from Velva Drake Anamoose was your Coach of the Year. We'll take a quick break. We'll continue on the post-game show after this here in Fargo.
You can Trust Paul's Hometown Repair for professional service on your vehicles, cars, vans, pickups. Bring them in to Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro. Whether it's light work such as oil changes and tune-ups, or more serious matters including transmission work and engine overhauls, they'll get the work done for you at Paul's Hometown Repair. They'll get your vehicle back on its wheels, running like new. Call 436-4676 to schedule your vehicle for service at Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at Agassiz Precision Ag, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Ag Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Ag Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Ag Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
As we come back on our postgame show, brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway, here today, Central Cass 4, Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark 1, as we recap what happened earlier here on YourLiveEvent.com. The 7th place game goes to Brooklyn Galdi and the Mayport CG Patriots with a 2-run victory, 8-6 over the Carrington Cardinals for 7th place. Consolation goes to Velvet Drake Anamoose, 12-6 over Botno. 3rd place, Hillsborough Central Valley over Beulah, 4-3. And then from there, you had the final 4-1 for Central Cass over Lacs-Burlington, Lewis and Clark, again in the championship game, as the Squirrels have won their 7th state championship in program history. So still to come here later today on YourLiveEvent.com. You'll make your way towards Newman Outdoor Field with Joel Lancello, who have the call for the State B Baseball Championship. The 3rd place game between Northern Cass and Park River Area, bottom of the 6th inning. Park River Area has a 3-1 lead over Northern Cass as the Central Cass Squirrels are taking the center field right now and making their way out to get some awards. Scott Koss being hounded by local area respective media members here already on the turf, so he's out there. They get a couple more interviews as they make their way through for center field. So the Central Cass Squirrels again will be your champs here in the state of North Dakota. One more time, Peyton Quam is your senior athlete of the year. We're going to step aside one more time. We'll put a bow on our coverage here from Theraldson. Take a look at the final box score, that and more when we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Bravera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts.
Let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account.
To wealth management. We'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals.
Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
Red River Valley Speedway! You wanted the best! You got them for
The Rumble on the Red, presented by Ellingson Companies and Gerdau Metals Recycling, is coming to Waco, North Dakota. The World of Outlaws and Austin Energy Drink Sprint Cars come to the Red River Valley Speedway on Saturday, May 31st. Tickets are available now at slspromotions.com or by calling 815-344-2023.
As we put a bar on our state softball coverage here today on YourLiveEvent.com, the Central Cass Squirrels 4, Lacs-Burlington 1. A reminder, tune into our coverage of the Shield Softball All-Star Series. That'll begin on Monday in Grand Forks at 4 and 6 o'clock. Class A, Class B, the best seniors in the state going up against one another. That'll be at 4 and 6 o'clock for our coverage. Then we'll have coverage on Tuesday from Minot, the skills competition at 3:30, followed by Game 3 coverage of the series roughly at 5:30. We'll have the Optimist Volleyball Series later this in the month of June, and also in the month of July, we'll have the Lions All-Star Basketball Series as well. Whitney Mitchell 0 for 3 at the plate. Sophie Sherweight with 2 runs scored and a run driven in goes 2 for 3. Aspen Prain today would finish with a triple and 2 runs scored and a walk. She goes 1 of 2. Brady Bussey 0 for 3, the same for Maddie Stieg. Zimmerman 0 for 3, Halverson 0 for 2, Flanagan 0 for 1 with a sack bunt, and Gunnifson 0 for 2. Logan Eastos goes 0 for 4, Alyssa Lindahl went 0 for 2. Piper Feller today had 2 singles in the game. She goes 2 for 3. Sierra Yale goes 0 for 3. Shep in the contest would go 0 for 2 with a walk. Ella Smith goes 1 for 2 with a run driven in and a walk. Gretchen Deaver goes 1 of 2 with a sacrifice bunt. Elizabeth Mitchell goes 0 for 2. Marquardt 0 for 1. And Rosenkrantz goes 1 of 3. Lacs-Burlington Lewis and Clark finishes 23 and 3 on the season. The Squirrels again 23 and 5 as they win and hoist their 7th state championship in program history. Thank you so much for tuning into our coverage here and our post-game show, brought to you in part by Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway. Join us again for more coverage on Monday, and join Joe Lancello for the state championship baseball coverage between the Tommies and the Lobos upcoming here later tonight from Newman Outdoor Field on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Chase Miller. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.